Harry, thank you. We are just a week away from the election, and millions of Americans are already casting their votes. And while they do that, our News 3 Now team continues to follow the changes we've seen during this election cycle.
Gabriela Becerra is making sure that your absentee ballot will count, and Jamie Perez is finding alternative ways to get to the polls. But let's begin with our political reporter, Amy Reed, who investigated just what led the U.S. Supreme Court to decide that your ballot will have to be at your clerk's office by Election Day to count. Amy?
Months after filing and a week before the election, these voters got their answer, but it wasn't the one they were looking for. Now, one of the groups behind the lawsuit wants to make sure people have a plan to vote.
And we thought that the additional days during a pandemic would have made a great difference. We were very disappointed that there was not an extension.
Barbara Beckert and those at Disability Rights Wisconsin filed this lawsuit after the April election, claiming people with disabilities lost out on their right to vote.
Wisconsin is one of the states that does not have an ADA compliant, accessible, screen reader accessible absentee ballot. So that was one of the remedies that we were seeking in the original lawsuit.
They were one of 4 organizations that had cases condensed into one, landing before the U.S. Supreme Court. Though a judge in Madison agreed with part of their argument, last night the majority of justices on the Supreme Court decided that judge couldn't overrule state election laws. One that took effect in 2016 said ballots need to be in by 8 p.m. Election Day.
That's what we've been prepared for. That's what we're ready for. And so really nothing changes with this.
In April, because of a court ruling, the state was able to count more than 79,000 ballots that arrived after the primary but before votes were canvassed. This time, voters won't have that.
Starting today, if you still have your absentee ballot and you have not returned it, you need to be thinking about alternate ways to get it back.
For voters that need accommodations to vote, Beckert wants you to know you have options and help.
If you're a voter with a disability and you're struggling, give us a call at the Disability Rights Wisconsin voter helpline. We're open every day, so you can give us a call at 844-DIS-VOTE, and we will work with you to see what the options are.
Amy Reed, News 3 Now.
A report from the CDC this summer found there was no clear increase in COVID-19 cases, hospitalizations, or deaths following Wisconsin's April 7th election.